A customer came in the shop with a very limited edition Stan Lee Funko Pop, which is signed. I know these things are really collectible and they can go for a lot of cash, but this guy's asking for $12,000. I'm gonna need help from a couple people on this. First up, we're gonna have Steve Grad check out the autograph.
Corey, how you doing? Good to see you. How's it going?
So check it out. I have a Stan Lee Funko Pop. I know that these things could be worth a lot of money.
So the last 10 to 12 years of his life, he'd go to comic book conventions and shows and signings, and they became this, like, phenomenon at comic book shows. I mean, almost until he died, he was signing autographs. And he was also heavily forged. And there was a Southern California forgery ring that specialized in Stan Lee autographs. So there's a lot of real ones, but there's also a lot of fake ones, too. So you have to be very careful in what you're doing and what you're purchasing.
Okay, well, you mind looking at the signature for me?
Yeah, absolutely. Do you mind taking this out so I can take a closer look?
Sure.
I'm just gonna gently place this on top just to kind of get an idea what I'm looking at. And that's a live signature on there. So that's pretty easy to determine. But what I look for in Stan Lee is this kind of a little scrunchy type signature. After seeing this, looking at my examples, there's no doubt that it's real. That's definitely Stan Lee's autograph.
Okay, and what's his autograph going for these days?
You're looking at a nice piece here. I can't speak for the Funko itself because I'm not an expert in toys, but I put the autograph right at $400.
All right, my man, I appreciate you coming down.
All right, thanks and good luck.
Thank you.
Yep.
All right, so we're at least at $400 on the way there. You want to sell for that?
Not yet.
Oh, okay, so my toy guy's coming to take a look at it, hang out for a bit, and I'll see when he's coming down, okay?
Okay, great. Thank you.
All right, wait. Steve, what's going on?
Hey, Corey, how's it going?
Your not-so-good-looking twin brother was here earlier.
It must be an autograph on here, I'm guessing.
Yeah, what do you know about Funko Pops, man?
Funko Pops are huge, and there's an enormous collector base for them. Stan Lee is incredibly collectible just by his own, and then you add the Funko Pop collector to it, and this becomes a very collectible item.
I'm looking at the back of this thing, and it's telling me 2 of 12.
Yeah, so, and LA Comic Con has always done this, where they have really kind of like tried to step up their exclusive game with Funko. So usually they'll work with a company that will kind of distribute these items. And in this case, what they did is there was a regular release that was limited to like 1,000 pieces. And then there was the super limited ones.
All right, so what do you think it could be worth?
I believe that this specific pop has a chance to actually be the holy grail of all Funkos. So if this is authentic, it could be worth the upwards of $11,000.
Really? Wow.
Do you mind if I take a look at it?
Sure.
Now, as I look this over too, I'm seeing some imperfections on the actual Funko Pop itself. And if you were Funko and you were actually producing this item in such a limited quantity, your quality control's probably going up. And I'm noticing that just above the belt, like buckle area, you'll notice that there's a little bit of red paint showing through, almost like the paint wasn't finished. And as I look at it more here too, and you'll be able to see, you'll notice that there's a little bit of a white scuff right on his left knee. And those would indicate to me shoddy workmanship on something that was planned to be such a huge exclusive at an event. And in this case, I just don't believe this one to be real.
I appreciate it very much, man.
Right.
You know, you heard my guy. He says it's not real. There's nothing I can really do with it. I'm just gonna have to pass. Take care.
Thank you. I thought this Funko was 100% authentic, but I guess that bubble got popped today.